Miami 2025. McLaren didn't just win, they humiliated the F1 grid, and some teams smell a cheat. Piastri claimed victory, Lando Norris right on his tail. A 37-second gap to third, unheard of. But while McLaren celebrated, the paddock whispered, "How are their tyres so cool in this inferno?" Rumours ignite. Red Bull's leaked thermal scans reveal an anomaly. McLaren's brakes are defying the heat and rival teams cry foul. Is it genius or a rule-breaking scam? Welcome to Racing Revolution, your front row seat to the pulse-pounding world of Formula One. We dive deep into the tech, drama, and genius behind the fastest sport on Earth, unpacking every controversy, innovation, and showdown on the grid. From brake cooling scandals to championship-defining battles, we've got the inside scoop you won't find anywhere else. So, buckle up and join the revolution. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss a second of our exclusive F1 breakdowns. Let's race into the action together. In the scorching heat of the 2025 Miami Grand Prix, McLaren didn't just win, they obliterated the competition. Oscar Piastri stormed to his third straight victory, Lando Norris locked in second, and the rest of the Formula One grid, they were left eating dust, 37 seconds behind. But as the champagne flowed, a storm was brewing in the paddock. Rival teams, led by Red Bull, smelled a rat. Whispers turned to accusations, thermal images surfaced, and the FIA launched an investigation that could have flipped the championship on its head. The target? McLaren's mysterious rear brake design. The truth? It's a tale of genius, grit, and a masterclass in playing by the rules. Buckle up, this is the story of how McLaren turned suspicion into supremacy. This is the full story of how McLaren beat the heat. Miami was the hottest race of the 2025 season, with track temperatures hitting 40 degrees Celsius. In F1, heat is the enemy. Overheated tires lose grip, degrade faster, and send you sliding into the pits, or worse, the wall. McLaren though, their tires stayed ice cold, even as rivals like Red Bull and Mercedes wrestled with blistering rubber. Piastri and Norris cruised through stints, their MCL 39 gliding like it was on rails. All the corners become slower and looking after the tires becomes critical, Piastri said post-race. That's been our strength. But how were they doing it? It's true that McLaren's pace in Miami was undeniable. The answer lies in McLaren's rear brake design, a piece of engineering so clever it had rivals scratching their heads. In F1, brakes don't just stop the car, they're thermal powerhouses, generating hundreds of degrees of heat. McLaren figured out how to cool the outer surface of their rear brake drum, channeling airflow to keep the wheel rim and tire at optimal temperatures. It's not just about stopping power, it's about controlling heat to unlock race-long performance. And in Miami, where tire degradation was a nightmare, McLaren's system was a game changer. The brake cooling technology in Formula One is a critical engineering solution designed to manage the extreme heat generated by a car's braking system during high-speed racing. It plays a pivotal role in maintaining performance, safety, and tire management. It is a sophisticated blend of aerodynamics, thermodynamics, and engineering ingenuity. By channeling airflow to dissipate heat from brake discs, calipers, and drums, teams like McLaren optimize performance and tire management. McLaren's 2025 Miami Grand Prix design showcased how a legal, innovative brake drum could unlock a competitive edge, sparking controversy, but ultimately earning FIA approval. This technology underscores F1's relentless pursuit of performance within the confines of strict regulations, making it a fascinating battleground for engineers and fans alike. But genius breeds suspicion. Red Bull, stinging from a 40-second drubbing, got their hands on thermal images, sourced from a third party mind you, showing unusual cold spots on McLaren's brake drums. In a sport where a single degree can mean a podium, those images were dynamite. Red Bull didn't file a formal protest, but they slid those scans to the FIA, whispering that McLaren might be bending the rules. Was there a hidden cooling channel? A secret airflow trick? The paddock was buzzing and the stakes couldn't be higher. If McLaren's design was illegal, their Miami 1-2 could have been erased, reshaping the championship. The FIA doesn't mess around. After every Grand Prix, they randomly pull a top 10 car for extra scrutiny, but this time, McLaren's MCL 39 was handpicked for a forensic deep dive. Joe Bauer and his team tore into the rear braking system, drums, ducts, cooling elements, the works. They hunted for anything that screamed loophole. Hidden channels, banned materials, or airflow designs that crossed into illegal territory. This wasn't routine scrutineering, it was an interrogation. McLaren's engineers held their breath. A single misstep could have cost them everything. Days passed in silence. Then, the bombshell. McLaren was cleared. The FIA found nothing illegal. Every inch of their brake design complied with the 2025 technical regulations. No hidden tricks, no grey areas, just pure, brilliant engineering. The official report's due before the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, but the lack of a steward referral says it all. McLaren's system is as legal as it is lethal. Team boss Andrea Stella couldn't hide his pride. "There's very good engineering behind this," he said. "We've looked holistically at how a car interacts with its tires. It's not magic, it's science." And then there's Zak Brown, McLaren's CEO and resident showman. Never one to miss a jab, he strutted through Miami sipping from a bottle marked "Tire Water," a savage dig at Red Bull's earlier claim that McLaren was injecting water into their tires. That accusation, by the way, was debunked by the FIA in 2024. Brown didn't stop there. He called out rivals for spreading bogus allegations and demanded the FIA tighten rules on informal complaints. "If you think something's wrong, file a protest, put your name on it," he said. "Otherwise, it's just noise." Shots fired and the paddock felt it. Not everyone was throwing shade. Mercedes' Toto Wolff tipped his hat. "I have no doubt McLaren's within the rules," he said. "They've cracked tire management in a way we haven't. It's legit." Even Christian Horner, who'd sparked the drama, dialed it back. "I'm not saying they're cheating," he admitted. "When you're dominant, you get scrutinized. We did the same to them last year." Ferrari's Fred Vasseur, meanwhile, stayed quiet but reportedly tasked his engineers with studying McLaren's approach. In F1, admiration often hides a scramble to catch up. So, what does this mean for F1? First, McLaren's cleared to keep pushing. Their brake design isn't just legal, it's a blueprint for the future. Expect rivals to reverse engineer similar systems, sparking a new tech arms race. Remember Mercedes' DAS or Red Bull's ground effect dominance. Once a concept's greenlit, it's open season. Second, McLaren's drivers are unstoppable. Piastri's on a 3-race win streak, Norris is right behind, and knowing their car's bulletproof only sharpens their edge. Third, this saga exposes F1's cutthroat core. Dominance breeds envy, and McLaren's now the team to beat. However, the rumors of McLaren using phase change materials in their 2025 Miami Grand Prix brake cooling system stem from their unmatched tire temperature control, Red Bull's thermal imaging evidence, and online speculation fueled by a former McLaren engineer's video. PCMs are a plausible explanation for the cold spots and tire performance, as they could passively absorb brake heat, aligning with the FIA's clearance of McLaren's legal design. However, no definitive evidence confirms PCM use, and McLaren's advantage could result from advanced ducting, heat shields, or suspension tweaks. The PCM speculation highlights F1's culture of innovation and suspicion, with McLaren's clear design now driving rivals to catch up. As the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix looms, the PCM debate will persist, but McLaren's engineering prowess remains the paddock's biggest talking point. McLaren's dominance has triggered a tech arms race, with rivals now free to explore similar cooling solutions. Whether PCMs are involved or not, McLaren's Miami performance, described as a class of their own, has cemented their status as the team to beat, with the scoreboard, rules, and track all in their favor. Moreover, this isn't just about brakes or thermal scans, it's about courage. McLaren pushed the limits, trusted their data, and invited the FIA to look under the hood. That transparency paid off. As we head to Imola, the question isn't whether McLaren can keep winning, it's whether anyone can stop them. Will Red Bull's upgrades close the gap? Can Ferrari or Mercedes crack the tire code? Or is this McLaren's year to rewrite F1 history? One thing's certain, in this high-speed chess game, McLaren's playing grandmaster moves. If this story got your heart racing, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for more F1 drama straight from the paddock. Drop a comment. Can McLaren dominate all season, or will a rival steal their thunder? Let's hear your take. And check out our deep dive on McLaren's 2025 tech in the link below. Until next time, keep your eyes on the track.